We're watching the X Factor on Saturday night. You would have seen the moment that Judge Danny Minogue finally lost one of her contestants.
I'm going to make my decision based on who I think the public would like to see. Okay.
Simon, you have to push it to an answer now.
The person I'm sending home... Andy.
Okay.
Oh, it's so sad when one of them goes. I'm joined now, though, by the people that really make or break it for the contestants. XFactor Stylist, Faye, Sawyer, who we've met before, of course, many times. XFactor vocal coach, Yvie Burnett, and, of course, our very own expert, Brenda Edwards. Great to see all of you. Poor wee boy was devastated, wasn't he? As he would be. As he would be.
It was particularly bad, though. He was really upset.
Oh, it's
really,
this is
really
when it gets really... It must be so difficult for you because you work so closely with them. You couldn't be working more closely with them, and it's really difficult.
You do get used to it because it is part of the show, and I can't be, you know, and now that I work with them all,
yes,
you know, I know that one of mine's going to go whatever.
Yeah.
But when they're as upset as Andy was, of course you're sad too. You do have a tear in your eye.
For sure. Now, song choices, how does that actually work? Because I thought his song choice, that's a really difficult song. It's a great song. It's a very indie type song, isn't it? And I thought maybe not quite the right one. How do they make the decision?
Well, it is the mentor that makes the decision.
Right, so the judges make the decision.
Yeah, the judges do decide, but, however, they do have an input. They really don't want to sing the song, they will say.
Yeah, they can say this isn't really for me. And I suppose if they were so adamant about not wanting to sing it, then it would be silly to make them, in a sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He wasn't like that with this song. He did like singing it. But he was concerned that he could be big enough and strong enough and go for it enough. He was concerned about that.
I just don't think it was really him. I don't know. What do you think, Brenda? Did you think?
I think the song was him, but he never gave it any welly, like the judges said. You know, the second time round, when he was singing for his life, effectively, I think he gave a bit more to the performance. It would just been nice if he'd gone that bit further.
Sure. Very surprised to see Beverly in the bottom.
Yeah.
Although not a great... Again, the song. I'm bored rigid with that song. I've heard it so often beautiful that it's like, oh, you know.
And I think that's what people were thinking. James Blunt, you know, it was at #1 for weeks, for decades, it seems like. And as soon as you hear that, you sort of know what's coming. So maybe that kind of put people off. But again, I think the second time round, when she was fighting for her life, she really came into the song and gave it some feeling, which... You know.
She looked fantastic. She's looking good. Her makeup's beautiful. Her hair's fantastic. Her dress, particularly when she stood up, maybe not so much sitting down, but when she stood up, it looked incredible. They all lose so much weight. That must make your job really difficult because you go out and say, right, I've got a whole bunch of size 12s, and then there's a teeny tiny person that's a size 8. Because Brenda was a disappearing woman.
Absolutely. No, she really was. And we actually have that dress made. We had that made again by Dexterity. But they've got bodices. What we do is we sort of pad the body up, you know, like a mannequin, so that they don't have to come to loads of fittings. We just go and sort of sort out how their body looks, and then work the dress around that. And the thing with her is we keep taking layers of foam off. another one, and I'm a bit worried I'm picking them up.
No, same difference. I actually voted for them on Saturday night. I voted for everybody on Saturday night. It was a bit silly, really. But they just kept around. Oh, I like them. I vote for them. But I did actually. Same difference. They do make me smile. Simon's right. There is something about them that you actually smile. You know, the whole kind of thing going on with the toys was a little bit chitty chitty bang bang. I wasn't quite there with the toys.
I thought they were very entertaining.
They were. They're sweet.
It's important that people do remember they're singing live and they're dancing and they're getting the choreography to point.
And they're getting it spot on.
There's no faulting. And I love the whole branding that they've got, the SD everywhere. You know, you're going to remember same difference. I love that. The balloons, down to the balloons, they've got their own branding. I mean, where's my balloons?
They can sing though, can't they, Yvie? They're pitch perfect. They manage
get
it.
The song, they go away, they work. To, you know, they just make it perfect every single week. And I've got to sort of say that, you know, whatever, some people don't like them, but I think they're really talented. And my 13-year-old daughter loves them, absolutely adores them. And I think for that age,
I can see them having a really good career, depending on what they want to do. Because I mean, there's a lot that they could do, and they clearly love it.
Most definitely.
They absolutely love it.
But that's infectious, isn't it? I mean, all smiled when they did all that stuff on Saturday.
Yeah,
we were all enjoying it.
And again, it's not the easiest song to pull off either. It's just as, you know, that's a big song, but they did it.
That's a really hard song to sing.
Yeah, and they entertained. They were very entertaining.
Did Eton Road go out that week, or they were in the bottom 2, I think, when they sang that song?
Gosh, right.
And they, you know, this was a much better performance of that song.
That's for sure. Now, Hope have been hit and miss sometimes, but they seem to go down very well with the judges this week. They seem to sort of really grab that song and just go for it, didn't they?
Well, you know what? They were standing still.
Ah,
and for me, I was so happy that we got to have them standing still, because I'm battling with them running around the stage and trying to stay in tune and keep their harmonies and sing well. And this week we got to hear them. And from my point of view, you know, obviously, you know, the choreography is fantastic when they do loads of things, but it makes it easier for me just when they're like...
Well, I think sometimes if the song's good and the performance is good, you don't need all that fancy dressing. Just stand there and sing it.
Simplicity.
You know, just stand there and sing it. And they looked good. They didn't look tarty. They actually looked really good.
Absolutely perfect. Song choice was good for them this week. They looked absolutely very, very gorgeous.
And the lead singer's only 15.
I think she's 16.
Is she 16 now?
Yeah.
I mean, that's extraordinary. She's got a really good voice, that wee lassie. She's really good.
Yeah.
Now, the Riddler, I voted for him as well. He just makes me laugh so much. And boy, he can sing. He does look quite scary. No. It's the hair. The hair frightens me. But funny, and also there was no tricks this week. He just stood and sang, which I thought was pretty good.
He was the best vocal performance for me.
By a mile. By a mile.
He wanted to do that. He wanted
Did he?
He really felt there'd come a time when he had to show people what he was about. He was scared that he was becoming a bit of a joke, and he was so adamant that this was the week he would calm down.
He's so good for a joke as well, you know. This week they was like getting him to take his top off for ITV2, and he enters into the spirit of it. You know, he's like, yeah, I'll go for that.
But you're right. But that's so interesting though, because last week he was like a glitter ball, and he did. It was Liberace, and it was the coat, and I sort of thought to myself, I don't know how you can out-camp that. It's not going to be possible.
No, it isn't.
So it's much better to bring it all, just bring it all right back.
Just wait.
Oh my God! It's disco week. No.
So do you virtually start, like Saturday night, obviously somebody's out and it's all very difficult. Do you literally start now, Monday morning?
No, 10 o'clock Sunday morning.
10 o'clock Sunday?
I'm in the recording studio at 10 o'clock Sunday morning with every contestant, with the song choices in place, although they do tend to change as Sunday goes on, all day. Putting down a piano track and editing the song to the length of time we have for each show. And, you know, putting in the little bits that we want to.
Well, we shall be watching, as always. I'll probably end up voting for them all again. So they keep going, oh, they're really good. Oh, they're really good. No, but thank you. Great to see you. I'll see you next week. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks,
we have to take